Title: The Forgotten Blessings. Kelvin, a curious and adventurous young boy, sat beside his father on a sunny afternoon, observing. Kelvin, a curious and adventurous young boy, sat beside his father in his father's mining cave on a sunny afternoon, observing his father's hard work. He had always wondered about the purpose of setting aside a portion of their income every season to give to the Lord as tithes. Today, he decided to ask,
Daddy, why do you always set aside a portion of your hard-earning income to give to the Lord as tithe?
His father, a wise and experienced gold miner, looked at Kelvin with a gentle smile. My son, we tithe to acknowledge the source of our blessings. Just like the children of Israel, we easily forget the Lord's provisions in our lives. Kelvin's curiosity grew. What happened to the children of Israel, Father? He leaned in, eager to hear the story. His father began to share the stories of Hosea, Jeremiah, and Isaiah, the prophets who warned the people against forgetting God's blessings. They forgot the Lord, who gave them grain, new wine, and oil. They used their silver and gold to worship false gods, and eventually, they suffered severe punishments.
Kelvin's eyes widened in understanding. So, if we don't tithe and remember the Lord's blessings, we might face similar consequences? He thought about the abundance of their harvest and the comfort of their home.
His father nodded. Yes, Kelvin, tithing is not just about giving a portion of our crops. It's about recognizing God's provision and expressing gratitude. When we forget the source of our blessings, we risk facing the same curses the Israelites faced.
Kelvin thought for a moment, then asked, Father, how can we remember to always tithe and honor the Lord?
His father smiled. We can start by setting aside a portion of our harvest, just like we do every season. We can also pray and thank the Lord for His provisions daily. And when we prosper, we must not forget to honor Him, just like the prophets warned.
Kelvin nodded, understanding the importance of tithing and remembering the source of their blessings. He thought about the words of Hosea, who said, She does not know that it was I who gave her the grain, the new wine, and the oil, and lavished on her silver and gold. Hosea 2 verse 8. He realized that just like the children of Israel, they too could easily forget the Lord's blessings in their lives. Kelvin made a mental note to always remember the source of their abundance and to express gratitude through tithing and prayer.
As they continued their conversation, Kelvin's father shared more stories from the prophets. He spoke of Jeremiah's warning, Surely, as a wife treacherously departs from her husband, so have you dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel. Jeremiah 3 verse 20. He spoke of Isaiah's call to bring their offerings to the Lord, saying, Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Isaiah 43 verse 19.
Kelvin listened intently, understanding the importance of honoring the Lord and remembering His blessings. He realized that tithing was not just a tradition, but a way to express gratitude and acknowledge the source of their abundance.
From that day forward, Kelvin joined his father in tithing and expressing gratitude to the Lord. He made a conscious effort to remember the source of their blessings and to honor Him in all aspects of their lives. As they continued to prosper, Kelvin knew that it was not just their hard work, but also the Lord's provision and blessing that made it possible.
Kelvin asked his mom, But Mommy, why has my friend Kweku and his family been recently experiencing hardship and continuous health issues?
Well, my son, Elle can't tell much about that. It could be they have not been fulfilling the part of paying their tithe to the Lord, and the Lord has taken away His protections.
The consequences of not paying your tithe. Let's go and meet Kwaku and his family.
Meet Kwaku and his father Kofi, a struggling family who has forgotten the importance of honoring the Lord with their tithe. Despite their hard work, they continue to face poverty and hardship.
Through their story, you'll learn about the consequences of disobeying the Lord's commands and forgetting the source of our abundance. You'll see how their lack of gratitude and disobedience has affected their lives and relationships.
Father, why do we continue to struggle? We work so hard, but nothing seems to go right.
I don't know, my son. We used to be prosperous, but now I fear we have forgotten the Lord.
Papa, the last time Prophet Joe of Christ Having Corporation told me a story. The story of the prophets who warned the Israelites about the consequences of forgetting the Lord.
Kwaku, you are right, the Lord has blessed us in the past. But we have forgotten to honor Him with our tithe. We must remember the source of our abundance and give back to the Lord.
Father, we don't have enough to give. We barely have enough to survive and even look at Mommy's health condition.
As they continue to disobey the Lord, their situation worsens. Kwaku's mother had an accident. His father was also got fired from his work. Their livestock died, and they were left with nothing.
Mommy, how are you feeling today? The doctor said we need $2,000 for a surgery. But we don't have such money available now, as we are facing financial hardship and difficult times.
It's well, my son. The Lord shall surely provide. But why don't you go to your friend Kelvin? Their family can support us in a critical moment like this, my dear.
Father, what have we done? We should have listened to the Lord's warnings.
I fear it is too late now, son. We have reaped what we have sown.
Kwaku and Kofi are shown reflecting on their mistakes, realizing the importance of honoring the Lord with their tithe and living a life of gratitude.
Father, I see now. We should have remembered the Lord's blessings and honored Him with our tithe. I promise to never forget again.
Hopefully, let us start anew, son. Let us return to the Lord and live a life of gratitude and obedience.
This story is perfect for anyone looking for a reminder of the importance of tithing and gratitude. Share it with your friends and family to spread the message of honoring the Lord with our abundance. And it also serves as a warning and a reminder of the importance of honoring the Lord with our tithe and living a life of gratitude. It is meant to be a contrast showing the consequences of disobeying the Lord's commands.